Welcome into New Stuff Tuesday. I hope you're doing well. I hope that you're avoiding the ice apocalypse. Slippery surfaces are always really bad for falls. Someone told me, they said, if you're getting older, the best thing for longevity is never to fall. Easier said than done, right? But do be careful if you're out there. I remember I used to live on kind of a hill, and the only way I could get down that hill is I used to wear my golf spikes and crawl down the hill with my golf spikes. And they worked a lot better than with when I played golf. I'm just going to say. And if you would like to see something that's going to help you with your taxes and the security of your tax refund. There's some frauds coming out. It's that time of year where tax refund fraud is very prevalent. And our Postal Inspection Service and our Internal Revenue Service are working together to keep you safe. In our Business Spotlight, brought to you by the Nashville Predators.
Hockey in Music City just hits different. It's one big honky-tonk party. It's the sea of gold in the crowd. The goals, the saves, the celebrations. It's an experience like no other. Don't miss a minute of the action this season. Visit NashvillePredators.com/tickets to get your seats today. That's NashvillePredators.com/tickets. And we'll see you at Bridgestone Arena.
The third in our series of tax season scams is called the refund and recovery scam. This one is especially painful because the targets are individuals who have already been victimized in a previous scam. Here's how it works. Someone contacts you promising to help you recoup the money you lost, but you must pay them first. This payment is referred to as a retainer fee or processing fee. Scammers keep and share lists of people who have already been tricked by scams. This list includes information like your name, address, the type of scam used, and how much money you lost. So, when the scammer contacts you, they're familiar with your situation and make you think you can trust them. But once you pay the money, that person disappears, and you're out even more money than you were before. If you've been targeted by an IRS scam, the first step you should take is to report it. You can report tax scams to the IRS by forwarding the communication to phishing@irs.gov. And for more information on scams, visit uspis.gov.
Hi, Kathleen Hawkins, proud president and CEO of the Hendersonville Area Chamber of Commerce. In today's President's Pop-In, we are visiting Southern Paws Pet Sitting and Dog Walking Services. Let's go take a look inside and see what Kathy's up to. Maybe she's with some furry friends.
At Southern Paws, our mission is to positively enhance the busy lives of our clients with the most trustworthy and accountable in-home pet care experience ever. Ever, we know, is a big word, and so is our commitment. Our policies are heavily centered around pet safety and home security. This means we ensure a safe, fun, and nurturing environment for your pets through the dedication of our professional, knowledgeable, and experienced staff, giving you peace of mind to enjoy your time away. Our goal is to be the preferred choice of alternative pet care solutions by providing a variety of affordable pet care services. My name is Kathy Jarrell, owner of Southern Paws. Give me a call at 615-293-8087 to set up your free sniff and greet.
So if you have a fur baby that you love that needs some extra TLC when you can't be there, call Southern Paws Pet Sitting and Dog Walking Services today.
I will say that if you are planning a spring break, you better have those reservations in if you're going to get a pet sitter, because they've already started booking up and people are already getting full. Speaking of getting full, how about our Daily Yummy? This one is, you seen those little egg bites? Well, we've got a few fluffy egg bites for you right now. Walmart Supply Chain is hiring in Lebanon. Earn up to $22.25 an hour when you join our new fulfillment center. Enjoy competitive pay and premium perks, including 100% paid college tuition, 401k match, flexible schedules, a free Walmart Plus membership that includes discounts, and free Paramount Plus, paid time off, and so much more. Fulfilling work starts right here. Text JOIN to 240-240. That's JOIN 240-240 to apply now. It's time for a Daily Yummy brought to us by 50 Forward, with offices and organizations all around Middle Tennessee for people 50 and over and doing all sorts of fun stuff. And now they're part of the All of Us research project brought to us by the National Institute of Health.
So much of what we've done in medicine over the years has not really taken into account individual differences. And this is an opportunity to be part of something historic.
Most studies and most clinical trials have always been with the average white male. So as we start thinking about this in the context of building trust, I think we get back that trust by involving the community. Not saying you come to us or we'll just do things to you. We're going to do things with you and, in fact, allow that information to be accessible to you, the individual.
You're going to have some individuals that are going to say, yes, good, we're getting in on the ground level of a study. And then you're going to have those that have some trepidations about it. My thing is to bring them aboard and let them know that this is for the greater good for them. We have input, and without input, there's no buy-in. And without buy-in, there's no commitment. Without commitment, there's no success.
Tuskegee happened. We're not trying to hide that or sweep it under the rug, but communities of color will be at a disadvantage if we do not find ways to get by that, whether the focus is asthma, whether the focus is infant mortality, whether the focus is diabetes, cancer, or heart disease. Communities of color are disproportionately impacted by them.
It has always been playing catch-up to make sure that they're even getting access, much less minimum service. Low income, underserved, and people of color are oftentimes very generous in giving something if they understand it. And they always do so with the intention that knowing this is not just about me, this is not just even about my family, it is about helping the community down the road.
Being able to bring the Asian American population, who is never at the table, not only to contribute to science, but to contribute to our ability to understand the nuances within those populations. I think it will provide a huge national data set so we can ask questions and make discoveries about healthcare that will better their own personal health and those of the communities that they are part of.
Diversity strengthens the science. It could bridge some civil rights issues and inequities in healthcare across all races and ethnicities and culture.
As a community of color, underrepresented, hidden, underserved, what would happen if you were not at the table? It is an issue of equity, and it's an issue of justice as well.
It is important for minorities to be a part of this, or we will again be left with medications that are created for really other populations. I'm hopeful that we will be overwhelmed with folk.
I always look at Henrietta Lacks, one person, one African American woman that has been so instrumental in what we're learning today. I think as we look at that story, and if we can convey that message in a more positive way, then they can see the benefit of what her life represents. I think it's an excellent way to discover who we really are and our true potential.
To be part of that potential, go to joinallofus.org/50forward. That's 50 forward, all spelled out. Joinallofus.org/50forward. Or you can go to the 50 Forward TN website, 50forwardtn.org. Well, it's time for our daily giggle, and it's Wagon Tails Wednesday. And what would we be without a singing dog?
Silent night, holy night.
I hear you.
All
is calm. All is bright. Round your virgin mother and time.
That really got me tickled. I mean, you can follow her, that young lady and that particular dog. They do a lot of singing videos and they're really funny. If you're in Florida, you really get that gators will show up just everywhere. And Louisiana, they do too, but it's really worse in Florida. I mean, they're on the golf courses, they're coming in houses. And this one guy who's a veteran found a way to get a gator back to the canal in a really unusual way. Take a look.
You going back? You going back? I'm going back too.
Baby, watch out, watch out.
Where's Fidel at? Get Fidel, Enaya. Right there.
Hey, let me know when the head go on the side. Let me know. Somebody let me know when the head go on the side of the thing. I got you, go.
All right, let him go, bro. Hey, bro, when you let it go, you gotta hop out and run. Tell you. Hey, bro, back up.
Don't go in the water.
That's a veteran right there. And that man, oh, was anybody helping him get that gator in like I did? I apologize if anybody took offense to any of the background language. There was a little bit there. That thanks to Channel 2 down in Orange County, Florida, Orange Blossom, Florida. And they shared that video on YouTube and we shared it with you. That scared me to death. I don't want anything where the wildlife has that much proximity to us. How about that? Hey, there's a new movie and it's on Netflix. Here is a little bit, and I have someone very near and dear to me is in this movie.
We're all here trying to get a fresh start.
Nothing like bad happened here, right?
You moved into the house of death? Everyone says it's haunted.
No, wait. Don't go!
We have a ghost. Okay. No, I'm serious, Kevin. Caught him on camera. Oh, we gotta show Mom. No.
The entire world is captivated with Ernest.
3 million views in 6 minutes. That's money.
Our whole street's kind of mad thanks to you guys.
Jesus Christ. Not funny.
I'm Kevin. Whoa, that's so trippy. Can you talk? What happened to you? You don't remember?
Mystery.
If we're gonna find out what happened, it's out there.
It's Ernest!
Our orders are to apprehend the ghost.
Light him up!
Yeah. Being an outlaw suits you.
Where's Ernest?
So, Frank, is he here now?
Ready to have some fun?
February 24th on Netflix. My little sister, Faith Ford, has a cameo in that as well, and I can't wait for it. I love when movies are not scary movies, but they're funny scary. Does that make sense? Also, it is New Stuff Tuesday, and the new season is out at TPAC. Have you got your season tickets?
The best of Broadway returns. Hadestown, 6. Disney's Aladdin, Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird, Ain't Too Proud, Pretty Woman, 1776, and the return of Hamilton. 7 Nashville premieres. One unforgettable Broadway season. HCA Healthcare, TriStar Health, Broadway at TPAC.
I don't know what's wrong, but my cow keeps crying. What's wrong, Faith? Why do you keep crying? Can you not find your ball? When Faith can't find her ball, she cries. I don't know where her ball is. Where's her ball, everybody? I'm gonna find it, Faith. Oh my God, where is it? Honestly, don't know where it is. Maybe it's in the barn. Okay, Faith, I'm gonna find it for you. Where's her ball? Oh, there it is. She thinks this ball is her baby. When she can't find it, she gets very, very upset and cries for it. Let's give it back to her. Here, Faith. Here's your ball. There. Is that much better, darling? She loves that ball. You happy now, Faith?
The Gentle Barn, there are locations in California. There's one in Knoxville. There's one in Nashville. And there's a new one coming very soon, the gentlebarn.org. And they've got a great book. I encourage you to go and get it if you've never read it. If you're filing your IRS taxes, there is a way to file for free.
Most people can prepare and file their federal tax return electronically for free if their income is below a certain amount. That's right, free. No cost, zero. Go to irs.gov/freefile. See if you qualify to use free tax software and let IRS Free File do the hard work for you. IRS Free File guides you in preparing and filing your federal income tax return online using free software. It's easy. In fact, you can use Free File from your home computer. If you have a higher income and don't qualify for Free File, you have the option of using Free File fillable forms online instead. Remember that Free File Fillable Forms offers no tax preparation guidance and only has limited calculations. Both ways are safe and completely free for federal returns. Get started at irs.gov/freefile. There are 2 ways to select a Free File service that works for you. You can click the link to the Browse All Offers page or click the link for the online lookup tool. Once you enter your information, you'll get a list of software options. When you click your desired IRS Free File provider, you'll leave the IRS website and get redirected to the software provider's website. To prepare and file your return for free, remember you must create an account at the IRS Free File provider's website after you access it only from irs.gov. Remember, you must access the provider from irs.gov, not by going directly to that same provider's website. To get started, visit irs.gov/freefile.
If you are in the Franklin area, here's what's new and the top 3 things that happened this past week in Franklin.
Hello, Franklin. It's Monday morning. I'm Eric Stuckey, your city administrator, so it must be time for the top 3 things you need to know this week. Of course, I've got my handy-dandy Post-it with me. Here's our 3 things. First of all, we've been working on naming one of our snow plows. We have about 8 snow plows keeping us clear of snow and ice, and we want to name it. So if you want to submit that name, go to franklintn.gov/snowplow. Submit your name suggestion. You have until the 31st of January to get that in, and then we'll have a vote and pick a name. Item number 2, we're looking for artists to help us with some permanent art installation on the bridge that will connect Harlansdale to the walking trails that are on the other side of the river. If you want to explore that qualification process, go to franklintn.gov/art project. And you can see the basic information there, and we look for your examples of your work and references, etc. So the last item I want to cover is something we've been working on internally at the city. This last week, we've gone around and tried to meet with every one of our city team members. We've done 20-some meetings to just check in with our most important resource, our city team members, to give them an update and talk about the year ahead. Those are your top 3 things for this week. Take care, and we'll see you soon.
We have a lot of patients that come in the hospital, a lot of clients that come in the hospital that, pregnant animals that come in, either the mom can't take care of them or they pass away, during their C-section, their spays, and or they can't take care of the babies, or if sometimes clients find orphan animals too out in their backyard, and so I kind of step up and take those animals and try to give them a second chance. Sometimes they don't make it, but all you can do is try. And it's definitely 24-hour care, round the clock, all the time. The most recent one we had was a pit bull that came in. The client was intending to breed her. I guess it just kind of went horribly wrong, and he brought her in pretty late after her initial, when she started giving birth. I think it had been several hours, and so she was actually had one puppy stuck in the birth canal, and the other one actually didn't have a heartbeat on the ultrasound, and we took her to surgery because she had to have a C-section anyway to get the puppy removed, and actually the puppy was still alive. And so we tried to keep her with mom for a couple of days, but sometimes just new moms don't know what to do, and especially I think the mom was maybe 1 or 2 years of age, and she just didn't want to be a mom, so she just kind of rejected her, which can sometimes happen. And so I kind of stepped up and tried to do my best to take care of her, and she almost didn't make it, but so far she's doing good, so we'll see how she does. They can't regulate their body temperature for the first 2 to 3 weeks of life, so you have to make sure they have a very warm environment. They also can't see, they're deaf and blind, and so that you have to make sure that you're around them all the time. And most newborns, cats and dogs, have to be fed every 2 hours, round the clock, night and day. But yeah, I usually keep them like in a cat carrier with like a little incubator or like a little heating pad, just to make sure they stay nice and warm, and just keep them in a nice quiet space. You don't want them around with other dogs and cats. It is a project. When you sign up for something like this, like you have to make sure that you're available 24/7, and you have to make sure that you're able to take them everywhere with you. Like if you have like a get together, you got to make sure you can bring them with you, and it's in a safe, warm environment, and it's not too noisy, and there's not too many people wanting to hold them. And as far as how many babies I've actually had, I don't know, let's say like 30 or 40 or so. It's been a lot. I have to make sure what's fair for my own animals, and so I've always told myself if I can't find them a home, I'll take them to a shelter or a rescue or something like that. But I still, to this day, have never taken any animals to the rescue, because when you go back and forth to work or like friends and family and stuff like that, somebody always ends up adopting them, because they watch, just like you, they watch them grow up. I definitely encourage anybody to do it. Anybody who wants to do it, it's so rewarding. I don't have human children, so I can't obviously say it compares, but in what little knowledge I have, it compares to me, because you're there for their first moments, their first time they open their eyes, their first time they hear anything is your voice, and it's really cute seeing something that thinks you're mom, and you're their world, and you're there for everything for them. You're there for the first steps, you're there for the first pee and poop on their own. It sounds silly, but it's really rewarding watching those milestones happen, and it's just is something that you can't replace with anything else. It's very rewarding.
I love that. That's Nashville Veterinary Specialists. They are located in Nashville, and their newest office is in Clarksville, Tennessee. Well, that's our show for today. Be safe, everybody. Be kind. Be careful if you're out on the roads. But most of all, remember you are loved, because it makes everything a whole lot better. Have a great rest of your day. See you tomorrow.
We are home, we are family, we are things to do and place to see. Mom and pops, local grown, small business Saturdays. We are Main Street, Main Street, Main Street. We are your Main Street today.